Alright guys, so who among you has watched the Dragon Ball anime series? Well, I know that it's one of the most popular animes way back in the 90s, and even now there's some new series regarding Dragon Ball. And there are even projects in various sectors in which they are inspired to name their products as Dragon Ball or something related to that, and also right here in the Web3 and DeFi space. And speaking of that, there is a project known as the Dragonball DAO, in which when it comes to the asset management, they are creating a permissionless and unstoppable protocol with various features, and it's still under development, by the way. So but the question is that if Dragon Ball is legit, or they may not last long. To find out the answers, well, keep watching. So GM to all, this is Nomad Fury. So before we begin, kindly acknowledge a disclaimer that I have right here in this video and in the description, as this is only intended for educational and informative purposes. And just to be fair and transparent to all, this video review and insight of mine is going to be unbiased. So I do not promote any financial or investment advice because cryptocurrencies and Web3 projects like this one are subject to substantial risk and are prone to high volatility depending on the market conditions. And not only that, this doesn't give any promises or astronomical guaranteed returns. So I am not encouraging nor discouraging you from taking part of this opportunity, because I am just sharing pure information just for you to be aware about this project, and it's totally up to you if you want to take the risk or not. But if you choose to do so, well, that's on you already. Your money, your decision, your risk, your responsibility. So play safe and participate at your own risk. Well, anyways, let's begin. So this is what I'm talking about, guys, the Dragon Ball DAO. So just simply head over to dragonballdao.com. So they have an ongoing pre-sale. So it's all about taking control of our assets, utilizing Dragon Ball DAO protocol and rise above the rest. So we can play sound here, opening the DAO, and they have a white paper as well. And of course, when it comes to audit, so you could read it right here, and of course, their KYC as well. But first things first, I have a couple of concerns right here in their page. Correct me if I'm wrong. If this project is affiliated to the one who is originating the Dragon Ball name as well as its character, or they're just using the exact Dragon Ball name and its characters without prior consent from the originator. Because guys, when I search the exact logo of the Dragon Ball, almost looks the same. This is just a concern for me if they are having a permission from the originator of this Dragon Ball logo, especially its characters. If they don't, well, I'm sorry to say they could be in serious legal troubles, for copyright infringement. That's just my point of view, but correct me if I'm wrong later on, okay? No offense, no disrespect, but it's just my own honest point of view about using the exact Dragon Ball logo along with its characters without prior consent from the originator. I'm just concerned, and of course, if you could see their white paper, let's see about it. You see, even the white paper, they're using the exact Dragon Ball characters, in which, to be honest, I don't have a good feeling about this. And of course, you could see, this is Son Goku. I know that they are inspired by the Dragon Ball anime, but it would be great if both parties, the originator and the one created this Dragon Ball DAO, have agreed to use its exact logo and their characters in this project with permission, or else it would be copyright issues if they find out later on. Okay, yep, there are 12 pages of it, still using this Dragon Ball characters. So yeah, just to let you guys aware of this, in which it's kind of concerning to me. And of course, when it comes to their audit, so let's check it out. So it says that Dragonball DAO was audited by DeFi Moon. But of course, just a quick heads up, guys, that being KYC'd and audited doesn't mean that they are already 100% safe and legit. Definitely a no. Because, guys, there are some cases that some projects have even paid Certic hundreds of thousands of dollars just to be audited. And after they're audited, they are modifying the code, like a malicious code, and then afterward, they got rug pulled. So it doesn't happen in just one project only, but there are multiple projects already. Even if they're audited by Certic, they got rug pulled because of using a backdoor after they got audited, and then they just simply modified the code as a malicious one. So just a quick heads up, it could happen to any projects because, guys, taking part of this project is considered a very high risk. Better for you to play safe. I am just only sharing some information here. Now, when it comes to their smart contract audit report, in which it was published last April of 2023. So you can see the audit information. There is what we call 1, which is low, and 7, which is informational. And I'm surprised, guys, that there's no medium and high risk. But of course, let's try to check out the low. Let's see right here, guys. You see the audit overview. Major issues were not found. Yeah, in the smart contract, there's no major issues, but when it comes to using their name, their logo, and their characters without prior consent from the originator of the Dragon Ball anime series, well, that is a major issue outside of the audit. So once again, this is just my own opinion, my own overview and insight, okay? I'm just being honest here. And it's up to the ones behind the Dragon Ball DAO if they could adjust to this concerns that I have right here. So I'm sorry to say, guys, but I do not believe in this when it comes to the major issues that were not found. Maybe in the smart contract there's none, but outside of it, like copyright stuff, well, that is a major issue. I'm just being honest here, okay? You could see the summary of findings. So the low risk is no checks when changing fees, and the rest are just informational. In this audit report of Dragon Ball DAO with only a few pages, well, I'm kind of disappointed because these were not detailed and in-depth, unlike in other highly reputable audit platforms, like where it gives more detail. This one is just taking shortcuts. So I'm sorry to say, guys, but I'm not convinced with the audit. And of course, guys, here's the thing. Both the audit and the KYC points to the same link. So Dragon Ball DAO team, I suggest that instead of having both but pointing to the same link, it should be KYC and audit and just remove one of them. Let's say you remove KYC and then you just have to say like KYC and audit. It's not necessary for you to have both because it points to the same link. I am not like any other reviewers out there. I'm just being realistic here when it comes to finding this stuff. And of course, let's head over to the next page. So this is just like a tutorial on how are you going to participate in their opportunity. So this is their guide. So we already know how to use the swapping platform, and of course let's proceed. Well, you can see, guys, that this is a Dragon Ball art. Of course, guys, if you're a Dragon Ball fan and if you just use this art just for being a fan, well, that's okay. But if you're using it for monetizing purposes or something like that without permission or prior consent from the original creator of Dragon Ball, well, you could be in serious legal trouble. You could see the purpose of it: the decentralization, voting rights, verifiable, NFT staking, and future gamification. Well, sad to say, there's nothing new about this. It's just like any other saturated DeFi platforms because I don't see anything out of the box. So nothing really new. It's just that they are using the Dragon Ball name without prior consent from the original creator. Of course, guys, you can see right here about their goal. So yes, nothing new like staking, NFTs, treasury, community, the protocol. When it comes to the game, I just don't know what kind of game that they are going to launch. I know that it's going to be inspired by the Dragon Ball anime, but again, if they're using the Dragon Ball name in their game without prior consent or permission from the original creator, well, that's another big concern when it comes to copyright. And of course, let's keep scrolling. And you can see their tokenomics at 2.5%, 1.5 for the marketing, 0.75 for the treasury, and 0.25 for the liquidity. But if I open this one, nothing happened. It's just blank white. And we keep scrolling. And of course, this is their official social media channels like the Twitter and the Telegram. But if you want to check it out for Twitter, you see, guys, that they only have 1,169 followers. So, and they have joined last April of 2023. So, the number of followers that they have, so sorry to say, it's not really impressive to me. And about their Telegram, guys, so you see right here, they only have 385 subscribers. And of course, when it comes to their DAO, this is what I just see today. So the DAO is not yet active. So there's a function here like connecting the wallet, joining the DAO, creating a proposal, and then there are some proposals that you could see, and also a new proposal about and the settings. And one more thing about their ongoing pre-sale. So this is how it looks like, guys. So as of this time, so the sale will end in less than 2 days from now. And you could see the pre-sale address and of course the other details. Okay, so if you want to contribute, so you just need to connect your wallet. So I'm just sharing some information here. So I do not encourage nor discouraging you from participating on this one, even though that I already have some concerns, especially on using the name, logo, and the characters for the purpose of this project and not for fun. That could be a great concern in the future when it comes to copyright stuff. But of course, if you ignore my concerns and continue to take the risk, well, I can't stop you. Nobody can stop you. But of course, just be aware of the risk and acknowledge them if in case they go southward or maybe a rug pull. I'm sorry for that word, but well, it's the reality nowadays. We just don't know. Either they could prove me wrong or prove me right. That's just my own honest and unbiased review and insight regarding the Dragon Ball DAO. So there you have it, guys. At least I have shared to you regarding Dragon Ball DAO, regarding its features, its ongoing campaign, and so much more. So if you want more information, I have provided all the source links right here on the video description. So I would really appreciate whatever feedback that you have right here about Dragon Ball DAO, whether if it's positive or negative or you have some concerns. So feel free to post it right here in the comment section. And of course, I would like to fully disclose that I am not a part of this project. And if you think that this video is quite helpful and valuable to you, kindly do not hesitate or think twice in sharing this to your crypto and non-crypto friends out there, especially those who are still enthusiastic regarding DeFi and so much more. So I do have a question for you. Did you enjoy watching this video? Has this video helped you a lot and gives value in any way? And what do you think about it? Just let me know right here in the comment section. So once again, this is Nomad Fury, and I'll see you all on my next video.